not what I say. Okay, wait.
Hey, you're watching?
Hey guys! Welcome back to Live, Love, Lang. This is where we teach you how to study multiple languages and how to go abroad. And today we're doing a very long-awaited video. Anna and I have been dying to do this video. I've been wanting to do it for almost 3 years and I haven't done it yet, so here we go. And that is
the language for the video.
Wow, cue the fireworks. Ooh. We're gonna tell you our surefire, proven language methods how to learn a language. Hey! Now, let's do it! Woo! Go! Our first tip is to train your ears. And what we mean by that is to get used to the language. So for me, not everyone, because some of these languages I've heard a lot before, I grew up hearing them or I watched a lot of shows or something, but sometimes when you start a language, you're not used to it where it just sounds like and you're like, sorry, can you say that again? Oh yeah, sure. That's all you hear. So unless you listen to it a lot, your brain can't actually hear the sounds of this new language. Listen to a lot of stuff like watch movies, just repeat after everything you hear, listen to the alphabet maybe, depending on what kind of language it is. Get interested, go ham! I'm going.
The second tip that we're gonna give you is to find a source.
There's a look at this. There's like dialogues and grammar and stuff. Oh, cool. 中国語。買いましょう。会話。
If you don't feel comfortable with textbooks, you can also search something up on the internet. It's important to have something so you can follow a program and organize your time based on that. So find something that has like levels or chapters that you can decide when to do. So once a week or every day, depending on how much time you want to put into it. And don't forget that, especially at the beginning, grammar is really important. But don't forget about vocabulary as well. So it's important if you find a source that has a kind of balance between grammar and vocabulary. So you not only learn how to use the language, but also you know how to actually speak the language.
Our third tip is to create your own immersion.
No, ma che poi ho sentito che ci sono proprio le prenotazioni anche il sito, è una cosa, adesso mi credo tutto in italiano.
Allora,
C'è chi la sera del 24.
Ciao. Sì.
Il giorno.
Buono.
Ricordi come si risponde? Ciao, come stai? Bene, te l'ho detto 300
I'm sorry.
Many people think you have to go to that country and immerse yourself in the language and the culture, and of course that's a great way to do it, but it's not necessary. You do need immersion. If you can't go to that country, you have to create it yourself. You have to make sure that every part of your life is somehow connected with that language. I mean, heck, you can go to another country and you can just think and do everything in your own native language, right? And not focus and not use the language. So many people do that.
Right.
They go abroad and they never use that language and they come back speaking terribly. So it's not the point to go to another country, the point is immersion. So listen to music in the language, turn TV on in the language, watch YouTubers in the language, read books in the language even when you don't understand, write quotes and other things, vocabulary, and put them on the wall in your house. Every time you use the bathroom, there should be a little sticky note on your toilet roll that says, this is toilet paper. Just incorporate language into every breath of your life. Oh, almost forgot. Talk to yourself. It's good. Wake up in the morning like, oh, good morning, self. How are you? I'm good, yeah. Buongiorno. Come stai? Bene. And talk to yourself terribly, just like I did. And then, actually, the notes, I used to do this every morning. I would count every picture in my room in 3 languages to memorize. Just do random stuff. It doesn't matter. Be as stupid as possible. Anna says that when she couldn't sleep at night, she would count sheep in Korean. So, I mean, this is
And now my favorite part, which is organize your notes.
So you have 2 kind of notes. You have the basic stuff where you just write whatever you want, and even this I try to put pretty even, pretty neat, and I space everything out a lot. I don't try to conserve on space because that tends to annoy your brain when you go back to look at it. So yeah, so this is just the throw notes inside here, like I put every language in here. I just throw things here, although these are screenshots from things. Yeah, just throw shit. And then you have the nice notes, which are more detailed representation of what you're doing. So, okay, for example, this is talking about conjugation and all about conjugation, and it's basically could be a textbook page without all the fluff, if you know what I mean. Right? First 25 verbs, that's just something that I thought was cool. Att resa, att prata, att bo. Yeah.
It means that every time that you learn something new from your textbook or from your sources on the internet or songs or whatever, you put it in a notebook, you write it. And not like, like some people just write like vocabulary lists and just never look at it again. We want you to find a way to like put your notes like with big spaces or with different colors or whatever you find comfortable, so it's easier for you to remember, and also when you look back at it, immediately like find what you're searching for. Because if everything is all together in a page and written like jumbled and badly written, like you don't even feel comfortable looking at it, right? You want to see something that is like neat and well done, so you feel like good about yourself. Oh, I've learned all the stuff. I'm so good. It's easier for you to put these things from the paper or from the screen or whatever into your brain, and it will stay there good forever. Is that a threat? I don't know, probably. Ouch!
So the last tip that we want to tell you, and perhaps is the most important, is to revisit your progress and methods. Everyone
Boring! I don't want to change my methods, it's too much work.
Too bad, Anna, because you'll never learn. It's so important, perhaps the most important, because everyone is different, so you can't study exactly the same as another person, as well as if you start to study in a way that's not good for you and you're not making any progress, you'll start to feel bad about yourself, and you're like, why isn't this working? I'm stupid, I can't learn a language, okay, I'm done. And it's not about that, it's just actually you're doing it wrong, you've been doing it wrong, try something else.
Yes.
And that could be even in 2 weeks, in 2-3 weeks, and you're like, man, this is boring, I don't like this. Then don't do it, fam.
Yes.
Don't do it. It's fine, do something else.
For example, what can you do? Like if things are not working out for you, you go sådan. Not English anymore. Ask for a friend to like some tips and advice on what they're doing to learn that specific language or other languages in general, or search on the internet. We have internet, like just don't be a whiny Just
Clap
don't
back.
be a whiny. Clap that out.
Boom, 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 shots fired.
Just don't be a whiny baby and be like, oh, things are not working out, I just don't do it, whatever. Like, you have internet, you can search like how to do stuff like in a more effective way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you don't like it, do something else. Find something that's fun for you.
Yeah, exactly. I used to learn Japanese watching gameplays of like on YouTube, like with commentaries and stuff, and it's like, yeah, like make fun of me, but my Japanese is flawless now.
I have a friend who reads adult magazines in Japanese. I mean, to each their own.
Is that Thomas?
No, it's not Thomas. Right. Oh. Yes. Anyway,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you'd like. So try things.
Yeah, and
try
also,
things
okay,
again.
let's just say that like learning a language, of course in the beginning it has to be kind of boring because you don't know actually how the language works and whatever, you have to learn a lot of stuff by heart, but it doesn't mean that you can also have fun learning the language, so watching movies or whatever. Actually, like every time, this is maybe a lie that I say to myself, that I watch like a TV series in English, so I'm learning. So I don't feel like ashamed to.
Well, I started off just watching shows and thinking, oh yeah, if I watch this, then I'm gonna learn, you know, and I remember doing that in the beginning with Korean, and then I thought to myself, wow, I speak Korean, I totally know this, because I'm reading the subtitles and listening to it, and I hear like every other word I kind of recognize, so the false sense of security, like, oh, I'm good. And as soon as the one time the subtitles turned off, and I was like, I'll just said anything. And I revised, and I started to write what I hear. And then if you start writing what you hear, you focus more on what you're hearing and not so much what you're reading.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of things, like, even though you're doing something and you might be doing something good, you can always revise and make it a little better.
Yeah.
So,
More productive. Yeah.
end the video, darling.
So that was it for today. Did you like this video? We really enjoyed making it. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can...
We have a book with detailed information. So if you want to get that, it'll be out later in the year.
Oh my god. What?
But you'll only know about it if you subscribe.
We put videos every week on this channel and we really enjoy making it, so if you support us, we're happy to do it even more. And we also have a Patreon, so if you want to support us more and more and more, go and check it out, because you can also get access to like original and exclusive content, so go check it out. The link is down in the description box. So what are you doing still here? Like, go check it out. Bye.